Yoda's greatest secret, why he never revealed his homeworld. For over 900 years, Yoda was one of the greatest Jedi Masters to ever live. He trained generations of Jedi, shaped the destiny of the galaxy, and stood against the rise of the Sith. He was a warrior, a philosopher, and a symbol of wisdom. And yet, despite all he accomplished, there was one question he never answered. A question even the Jedi, the Republic, and the Sith never fully understood. Where did Yoda come from? His homeworld is unknown. His species has no recorded name, no culture documented in the Jedi archives, no home planet listed in any galactic maps. For all the knowledge collected by the Republic, for all the exploration and discoveries made over thousands of years, Yoda's origins remain an enigma. But was this secrecy by accident? Or was it deliberate? A Jedi's choice, the sacrifice of identity. Some believe that Yoda's silence was a personal choice, a Jedi's sacrifice. The Jedi Code teaches that attachment leads to suffering. A Jedi must release their past, their emotions, their personal desires. Could Yoda have given up his homeworld in order to fully embrace the Jedi way? Consider this. Yoda joined the Jedi Order as a child, trained in its teachings from a young age. The Jedi often recruit Force-sensitive children before they form strong attachments to their families or homeworlds. This means that Yoda may have barely remembered his origins at all. If he was taken as an infant, raised among Jedi, then his connection to his homeworld may have been no more than a distant memory. And if he did remember, would he have risked his attachment to it? Would he have kept that part of himself when he spent centuries telling other Jedi to let go of their pasts? If there was ever a moment when Yoda had to make a choice, his home or the Jedi Order, then the answer was clear. He dedicated his life to the Jedi, and that meant leaving behind everything else. A hidden homeworld, the fear of discovery. Yet there is another possibility, one far more mysterious and far more dangerous. What if Yoda never revealed his homeworld because he was protecting it? Yoda's species is incredibly rare. In over 900 years, only 3 members of his kind have ever been seen. Yoda, the legendary Grand Master of the Jedi. Yaddle, another Jedi Master who served on the Jedi Council. Grogu, a Force-sensitive child hunted by the remnants of the Empire. 3 individuals, all incredibly strong in the Force? Could it be that Yoda's species is uniquely connected to the Force? That they originate from a planet so powerful, so sacred, that revealing its location could endanger the entire galaxy? Imagine what would happen if the Sith discovered such a place. If Emperor Palpatine, Darth Plagueis, or any dark force in history knew that there was a hidden world where all life was deeply connected to the Force itself. A place where Sith experiments could be conducted. A place where armies could be created. The Jedi archives recorded countless planets, yet there is not a single mention of Yoda's homeworld. Was this simply because it was never found? Or was it erased, hidden intentionally, to keep it from falling into the wrong hands? An ancient pact? A species that chose secrecy. There is also a third possibility, that Yoda's species chose to remain hidden. The Jedi believe in balance, in the Force's will guiding the galaxy. But what if Yoda's species saw what happened to Force users throughout history? What if they knew that the Jedi and the Sith would always rise and fall, that civilizations would collapse, that wars would spread across the stars? What if they chose exile? Perhaps Yoda was never meant to leave his home. Perhaps his people have a sacred rule, an ancient law that forbids them from revealing their existence to the rest of the galaxy. A belief that their knowledge, their power, their way of life must remain untouched. If this is true, then Yoda's silence was not out of personal choice, nor out of fear, but out of duty. He was protecting more than just a world. He was protecting a legacy older than the Republic itself. Or was it something he wanted to forget? There is one final question to consider. What if Yoda's past was not something he couldn't reveal, but something he chose to forget? The Force is powerful, but it comes with burdens. Visions of the future, echoes of the past. Jedi who see too much can lose themselves in what was and what could be. What if Yoda, in his centuries of wisdom, realized that his past no longer mattered? That in order to serve the galaxy, in order to teach others, he had to be more than just a Jedi from an unknown world. He had to be a symbol, a teacher without a past, without attachments, without distractions. Perhaps that is why, even in his final moments, even as he passed his knowledge to Luke Skywalker, he never spoke of his origins. Because the greatest lesson he could teach was that it is not where you come from that defines you, but what you choose to become. The mystery remains Yoda took this secret with him to the grave. His wisdom, his teachings, his impact on the galaxy will never be forgotten. Yet his origins remain unknown. Was he protecting his people? Did he choose to leave his past behind? Or was there something hidden? Something the galaxy was never meant to know? Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. Some mysteries are never meant to be solved.